I've always been drawn to history, especially the history of my own family. The stories passed down, the lessons learned, they shaped me in ways I'm still discovering. With my mother turning 70, I knew it was more than just a birthday. It was an opportunity to capture her voice, her memories, and her truth, to document our history while she's still here to tell it. Okay, Mom. So, what is your full name?
Velma Marie Green, born in Clarksville, Tennessee, at home, delivered by a midwife.
No. And what are your earliest memories of childhood?
One of them is I remember being staying with my grandmother, and she had a dog named Coco, like Cocker Spaniel.
What was your home like growing up?
Home was full of a lot of siblings. We always had somebody to play with. It was not always easy. I just put it like that. It was not always easy.
Yeah.
But I remember it was always fun. We always had love, and I just remember my mother having to work a lot.
Right.
And so I remember having to have a lot of responsibilities as a second oldest.
So what did a normal day look like when you were a kid?
Get up, get ready for school, come home. Sometime it would be Mama would be already gone to work, and we have to just fix dinner. Me and my sister Peggy, because she was the oldest, we would have to take care of the younger ones and everything, and then just make sure the children were taken care of. After school, come home. Back then, you watched The Big Show.
The Big Show.
The Big Show was they had a movie that they would have on in the evenings.
Okay. What was your mom like?
My mother was a very generous working woman, and she always, we was the most important things in our life. My mother was, she took care of us. I know my mother did without to make sure that we had. And one of those things was, one year for Christmas, she was going to get me a watch, and she was getting it from the jewelry store.
Mama, for Christmas, could I maybe get a watch?
It was a Boulevard watch, and it was shaped like a raindrop.
Yeah.
Shaped like a raindrop, the face it was. But my mother had put that watch in the mail away. Well, she didn't have the money to get it right then, so I ended up not having Christmas. But I never was, one that mine. But because I knew she had to work hard to get whatever we got.
Yeah. You still were.
I appreciated it. Very appreciated.
What is one memory of your mom that you'll never forget?
And I think about that even now. My mom was a very good cook. Fried chicken, green beans, macaroni and cheese, potato salad.
That's the menu.
And cornbread, fresh corn, fried apples, fried chicken, a lot of fried stuff, but I tell you what, it was smacking.
That sounds good. What's some funny, memorable stories you remember about your siblings?
Oh, Lord. It's a few. I guess I'm going to talk about Tony and Ray. They were the two brothers. What happened with our family? Like, I was second to those. I would look out after Dorothy. And then Dorothy, she kind of took on the role looking after Renee. Tony, he took up the role looking after Ray Ray. And so they would get into it sometime. And I remember this one time, and they had gotten, I think Tony had a little drum for Christmas. And he was playing it, and Ray Ray had a little good time. So Ray Ray, they wanted to trade. Ray Ray wanted to use, he was beating the drums too hard, and he put a hole in it. So then Tony said, oh, well, you jakes all the strings off of Ray Ray's guitar because he had put a hole in his drum. So it was all that kind of stuff going on. It was just little things that I remember back in the day. We used to hang out a lot on the front porch, something. And our house, because it was quite a few of us, there was a lot of people that hung out at our house.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of people being around. If any relatives came home to visit them, they come to Mom's house.
Right. Who were you closest to growing up?
I was closest to my second sibling, Dorothy. We were close because kind of took her under my wings when I was young. I remember us walking to school, it was cold, and she left her gloves. So it was like she had to walk to school, and it was cold, real cold. I put one hand, hers in my one pocket, and I put my hand in the other pocket, and I think she maybe had a sock on the other hand to keep her with the gloves were gone. So that's what I remember back then. She was the one when she got ready to go to her prom. I made sure I bought her dress, those kind of things. And we were she was just always the one that I took under my wing, you know.
What kind of student were you?
Above average student, and I can say this: most people, I like school.
You did.
I love the library. I love reading. I like business classes. I remember a lot of my teachers because I liked school.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite teacher or subject?
I can say one of my teachers I think the most influence was Mrs. Annie Pettigo. And she was one of the business teachers. Back then they had a class called data processing. I love data processing. I love wiring the keyboards and doing it. They called it data processing, but it was probably what you consider now the first computer types.
Okay.
You wired boards and you had to put them in the machine, and they kicked out data. You had to use cards. Wiring boards it was a brain part of it.
Okay.
That you actually had to wire the boards to get the topics of the lines. And then I would say it's almost remind me now that it was probably the earlier part of kind of computer like
That's what it
stuff
sounds
that
like.
you
That's
did
why I was like, huh,
back
that's
then. But it was interesting. It was fun, you know. I was pretty good at it.
Yeah. What was life like when you were a teenager?
It was hard sometimes, but it was fun. Because it was so many of us, we had fun. Us girls, we really did enjoy ourselves. And me and my girlfriend, I had a best girlfriend, Mary. I remember my last year in high school.
Gonna do it? Senior skip day, right? Can't back out now.
And I don't know why we did that. The school was half a day. And we walked all the way from Clarksville High School all the way home. That was miles and miles and miles just to be away from the school.
Adams is yelling.
5 miles? We didn't think about that part.
Guess we got legs. Springtime.
Wasn't no reason for it, but we did it anyway.
Where were y'all staying at then?
We stayed out in Greenwood at 148 Mr. Ferry Road. That was a long walk.
That's a long walk.
But we did. We made it to her house first, I think, and got us some water and everything. We just didn't want to be at school for no reason. We just didn't want to be there.
What was it like becoming a mother? It says for the first time, but I'm the only one.
Yeah,
So what was it like
right.
becoming a mom?
It was good. I loved being a mom. It was a struggle because I was a single mom for so many years. But I already had the skills from being a mom to my brothers and sisters along the way. So it wasn't really that, I don't feel like it was that difficult for me. I really enjoy being a mom more when you're little and get a baby. Oh, when it gets to the teenage years, here the battles come. Oh, you know, the hopes was that they would pursue a career, go on to college, because those are the things that I wish that I had have done.
Right.
You know, plenty of challenges. Oh my goodness gracious. Hard-headedness. But then we had good times, you know, we would go places. One of the challenges was, and it was devastating, the time that we went to Arkansas and he got missed was.
Excuse me, sir. You know how far it is to Little Rock from here?
I'll never forget that. That was stressful. That was very stressful.
Yeah.
And all.
It was stressful for me too because I remember all of it.
Yeah.
And I was running down behind the car. Wait!
Yes, and that was stressful. We lived close to mom, so she was a big help for us. You know, watching you and everything. There's always something you would always get my blood pressure up. One evening, he come home from school and he goes off into A, and I didn't know where he was. I'm like, I'm worried. Where is he coming home? He finally got home and he said, "Hey, Mom, what's for dinner?" And I was like, "What?" You know, I was so upset with him because I didn't know where he was. You know, he went off playing with somebody and didn't check in. You know, but we had good times. We would go to
I'll
Land.
edit the scene. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. I did get a whooping.
Oh, my
I got a good one.
He did. He had to get some whoopings. I'm just saying, he was one of them kids that
that made you especially proud?
One of the things I'm proud of was when I was able to purchase my own home. I was proud of that. I was proud when my son started getting it together. You know, as you grow up, you start realizing that the mama is really trying to help you, and they're not trying to do anything to harm you. They love you. And when you start having your own kids, you start realizing that. One of my proudest moments, even though I worked in that, I think of me volunteering and being a foster grandparent at school was one of the best achievements. He was giving back to something. It was one of the proudest things that I loved doing. It was, you know, I realized how much I like being able to do something for little ones that didn't know anything. I was always gravitated towards children.
What was one of the hardest seasons of your life?
I remember, like I think I talked about, I can't really say the year, but I'm going to say I was probably about 9 or 10. Where we lived, it was not so good. Those times to me was really hard. Where we lived, it was called Kearney Avenue. Wasn't too far from Lincoln Homes. And when we finally got out of that area and place, we got away from there. It seemed like things started getting better. I also remember this lady, she lived in Bel Air. She had 2 little boys she needed watching after school. And she picked me up, and I go out there and watch those little boys. And I made money. I made enough money over Christmas that I remember I bought my older sister a coat, and I bought me a coat. But I was always working, or trying to work. I was a babysitter of the neighborhood and stuff like that because we needed it, you know, to help, you know. But those are the hard times that.
So what helped you, you know, get through that? Through what you felt like was a hard season right there?
Determination. But in the younger years, it was just, I guess it was just my inner strength. I'll say that. I think the Lord was extending us mercy and grace. The Lord has been with us our whole time. Because I don't know if on some occasion we might not would have made it. But I think the Lord was with us during those times.
What's one of the biggest lessons that life has taught you?
Don't depend on anybody else to do what you need to do for yourself. And meaning that whether it comes to your finances, your happiness, or whatever, you need to know that whatever you do, you need to do it for your own self. Don't depend on no job. You need to know that you need to do things and make things happen for yourself. I wish I had done things different. I wish I had invested more in me. You know, but ain't nobody gonna take care of you like you take care of yourself.
Right.
That's a lesson that I wish I had learned in a younger age.
Yeah.
Don't let nothing keep you from finishing school. What I mean by that is college. Your college education on it. And keep continually educating yourself. I didn't know that much about finance back then, but I wish I had.
Yeah.
If I hadn't known what I know now, oh my gosh, you'd be a billionaire.
Yeah. What does family mean to you?
Family is everything, and we've gotten so much away from it. Family is what holds you together. I say I need, because that's what I grew up with. Families are so different now. Back then, even if you didn't have much, or you didn't need it. It wasn't about what you had. It was just about the communication experiences that you shared together. You depended on one another. You looked out for one another. Those are the memories you have when you get older and you don't have it. You remember when all the cousins over, you had barbecues and you spend nights up, messing around at home playing games. Just family is such a big part of who we become. I miss that. I miss the family gathering. We were so close when we were young. We would look out for one another. We would tease one another. Poke fun at one another. But I'll say this. But nobody mess with one of us.
Yeah.
But even now, don't let nobody mess with one of us. Family is just everything. Whether it's with the family of your mother, Aunt Lois. Now, one thing you're going to get from Aunt Lois, you're going to get some scripture. You're going to get scripture. She's going to talk about God to you. She's going to tell you about you need to have a relationship with the Lord. That's what I got from my Aunt Lois. I have to say, she was definitely the one. You're going to know what you need to get your spiritual life together. She's going to do that from the time you're small until you get it. Like I said, the main thing I got from Aunt Lois is she may have been a little bit At times they say, "I know it's just me," but she believed in the Lord, and she got what her mother gave her.
What does turning 70 mean to you?
Ooh. Turning 70 means to me that if you hadn't lived your life, you better start living it. You just don't worry about anything anymore. It's like, do all that you want to do. You don't worry about, at least I don't. House don't have to be perfectly clean. Everything ain't gonna be put in its place. I do what I feel like I want to do, what I got energy to do. Do as many fun things as you possibly can. Traveling is my number one thing right now. Let go. Let go of a whole lot of things and let God. It should be your peaceful time. It should be your enjoyable time. I got a new grandbaby that needs time to be spent with because my time is limited. I am grateful for the one son that I do have. I wanted more children, but he gave me 5 grandkids. So I am grateful. No more though. I am grateful for that. Because that gives you joy, and I am grateful for having a good husband. He takes care of things. We travel, we have fun, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for being able to retire as early as I did. I've been retired 10 years. I'm grateful for making it to 70. So many of the relatives and uncles and died before that age. So I know it's a God's blessing. I'm grateful for being as healthy as I am, to be able to continue doing things that I don't take for granted. I'm grateful for this. Come here. A 10-month-old. Can you imagine? I'm grateful to have seen her.
What do you hope your children and grandchildren learn from your life?
You always hope for your children to succeed and do better than you. And some of the things that you have taught them, it stays with them. They might not always do exactly what you want right in the beginning, but one thing I have learned, even though you don't think they're listening to you, they are. They do. They pick up on some of the things. You want them to be decent human beings. You want them to be successful. You want them to be good people. You want them to be nice people. You don't want them to be cruel people. Just want them to have a good spirit. One thing, do not be lazy. I don't want you to be lazy and think somebody else owe you something or somebody else is going to give you something. You got to go for what you want for yourself. And of course, I want them all to know the Lord. In this life, as we go on, you're going to need it. Even though you don't think you do, you need sometimes. That's the only thing you got, the only source that can keep you going. I want them to know that my mama loves and she wants them to be good, decent citizens. The world is so tormented. Be kind and loving to people.
How do you hope people remember you?
I would hope people remember that I try to do the best I can. I try to be a loving person, a kind person towards people. I'm truly genuine. What I do, what I say is not for anything like being patted on the back or nothing. It's just that I think that's the way people should be. It shouldn't have to be so much chaos and meanness. Just remember me as a giving person, as a person that's there to try to help. When you give something, give it with kindness. Don't expect anything. Just do it out of the kindness of your heart. I just say, treat people the way you want to be treated. My mother was like that. She was a loving person. Even though she didn't have much, if she had it, you had it. Sometimes that's all it is that they want. They want love. They just want love. They want a hug. Even with our own children, young adults, take time listening to them children. I wish I had done more of it for you. So busy, sometimes we get so hooked up in work that part we don't put as much out there. But your kids need you. They need your time more than they need your money. Oh, one message I think if I could leave them with that. Don't give up on one another. There's going to be ups and downs, but don't give up on each other. Try to be there for one another. One message I also want to leave is from your grandmother is I wish the best for each one of my grandkids, my son, my family, and just try to strive to make a better life and generation for the next generation. As your big daddy used to say, don't be mediocre. Go on, Father. Do I want you to do better than me. I love you dearly, but I do want each other to reach your highest potential. And another thing, don't forget your history. Just know that your forefathers and everything fought hard for us. Don't forget your history. We don't want to go back to those times. And then strive to pursue your happiness.
I'll let you get it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Aunt Velma. I hope you have a good one. I love you. Thank you for everything that you do. You always done, you know what I'm saying? Many blessings, many more. Have a good time. Do it big. Turn up. All right. Take it easy. Later.
Happy birthday, Aunt Velma.
Happy birthday.
I love and miss you and hope you have a blessed birthday. Happy 70.
Hi, Aunt Velma. Wishing you a very happy birthday all the way from Texas. Love and miss you.
Hey, Velma. Happy birthday to you. Just want to give you a shout out and enjoy our talks when we have our talks. And keep up with family. Love you and welcome to the 70s Club. Hope you have a blessed and great birthday. And may all your dreams come true in this new chapter of your life.
Hey, I just want to say happy birthday. Enjoy stepping into your 70s. You look fabulous. I love you and hopefully we can celebrate soon. Have a great day.
I'm Velma. We got a special message for you here. Coming from us here at Florida, and we at the Hard Rock.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Velma. Happy birthday to you.
We love you.
Hey, Velma, it's your favorite nephew, Cam. Just jump on here to wish you a happy birthday and many more to come. Peace.
Hey, Velma, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. When I look at things and I look back, you are the first one to hit that milestone of hitting 70 years old. You may not want to hear that, but it is what it is. And I just want to say I really appreciate what you have done by setting an example, right? I look at mom and dad, and unfortunately, they didn't make it to that age. But I look at the things that you've done in your life, financially, spiritually, and just, taking care of your body, making sure you stay healthy. And that has helped me tremendously. So I just want to give you your flowers and say thank you for all that you've done to show me the way to live my life. And even from a little boy, when you showed me how to fight, right? I don't know if you remember that, but we had some cousins that were bigger than me, 2 females, and you showed me how to grab their hair and fight. And so I am very humbled by that. And I just want to say I love you. Happy birthday. And I can't wait to see, more years just fly by. So thank you so much.
We absolutely love you. I hope you have the best birthday week, month,
Love you. Mwah. Birthday, sis. We're doing well, as you can see. The whole family getting together, wishing you a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great day.